Hey y'all, we're out at Gobbler's Mountain Getaway right now. We are getting ready for some very special guests for the weekend. My twin nieces, Ava and Livy, turned 13 today, and they are bringing friends here for the weekend to celebrate their 13th birthday. And I'm gonna make some birthday cakes because Livy loves chocolate and Ava loves strawberry. So we're gonna do two different cakes. I'm gonna do the chocolate one first, and then we'll do the strawberry, and let's do it. First thing you're gonna do, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Start off with 1 3/4 cups of flour. And now you're gonna add 3/4 cups of cocoa powder, 2 cups of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Give that a good whisk and get it mixed in really good together. My cocoa is a little bit lumpy, so I'm gonna try to get that out. Could sift it, but I'm being lazy. Now you wanna do 2 room temperature eggs, and I forgot to set my eggs out, so I just went ahead and put them in a little warm water, and I've been letting them set for a little bit, try to get them room temperature. So 2 room temperature eggs. They've been sitting in the warm water for a couple of minutes, so I think they're probably about right. 1/4 cup of melted butter, 1/4 cup of oil. I'm using vegetable oil. This recipe calls for 1 cup of buttermilk that I forgot to get. So I'm gonna just make my own. So we're just gonna do a cup of milk, and then I'm just gonna add a little bit of just white vinegar, all right? That is a good way to make some buttermilk if you don't have any. So I'm just gonna do it like this. Just add a little splash of vinegar, maybe about a teaspoon. I think that's gonna be good. Just a little splash of that. 1 cup of buttermilk, teaspoon of vanilla, or a little more, maybe a little more. If you like vanilla, go ahead and add a little more. It won't hurt it a bit. Now we're gonna add a 1/2 cup of hot water. You can add a 1/2 cup of hot coffee if you'd like. I do not like coffee. They say it doesn't make it taste like coffee, but I'm not gonna try it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing this together. And add my hot water and give this a really good mix. There we go. You can bake this in a regular cake pan or 2 small rounds, but I did find this big round pan, pretty big size. So I'm gonna make mine in this, but I'm gonna spray it first with some cooking spray. Pop this in here, put it in the oven. We're gonna bake this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes or so. Gonna kind of watch it a little bit, but I am gonna put this on a cooking sheet because I have not baked it in a pan like this before, so I don't know if it's gonna run over or not. We'll see. Into the oven. That looks perfect. Didn't overflow. Yay. So I think what I'm gonna do is try to put them on these platters, and then, it is almost the same size, but then I'll ice it after that. So I'm just gonna take it and try to flop it over and see what happens. Aha, okay. Oh, it's beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect, I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll let it cool off. Now let's make the strawberry cake. Now we're gonna make the strawberry cake, which is gonna be just a vanilla cake recipe, and I'm just gonna add some strawberry jello to it. After we cook it, we're just gonna pour the jello on and let it set up. All right, so the first thing that you're gonna need is cake flour. Not regular all-purpose flour, cake flour. So we're gonna do 2 cups, whoa Nelly. 1 3/4 cups of sugar, 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Mix together really good. 2 sticks of softened butter and put it into our cake flour. I kind of warmed it up in the microwave so it's slightly melted. Just a tad. Blend this up really good. And it's gonna look kind of doughy just like that, okay? Okay, once again, our recipe calls for buttermilk, and I don't have any, but it's 2/3 cups of buttermilk. So we're gonna do the same thing. Add a splash of vinegar. Add your buttermilk to your cake batter here. 4 room temperature eggs. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. 6 tablespoons of oil. I'm gonna use vegetable oil. Let's mix. Oh yeah. Let's give our pan a spray. 350-degree oven for 20-25 minutes. That looks beautiful. While it's still hot, we're gonna poke some holes in it. You can use anything that you can find that just will make a little hole in it. So I'm just gonna poke some holes all through it, just like this. I'm gonna take a package of strawberry jello, and we're just gonna put it right here in this big cup. And I'm warming some water up on the stove. Pour that in there. Now pour your hot water in here till it's right at a cup. We're just gonna dissolve our jello. And now we're gonna pour it right over our strawberry cake, and make sure and get it in all the little holes if you can. All right, let that set up for just a little. Let's make some chocolate icing for our chocolate cake. We're gonna warm up 3/4 cups of heavy cream on the stove. Not boiling, just warm enough to melt some chocolate. Half a bag of Ghirardelli chocolate chips, probably a little over a cup of that. So let's get this warm and then mix it together. Do a little scant of cocoa powder, probably about a teaspoon. A pinch of salt and a little bit of vanilla. 2 sticks of softened butter, might be a little more melted than it is softened. And then about 2 cups of powdered sugar. So you want to go ahead and beat this together really good till it's nice and creamy, just like that. Now we're going to add our chocolate mixture to that. Mix it up. Now we're gonna just put it in the refrigerator for a little bit so that it'll get thickened up. It's still a little bit runny, so it won't take long. Just in the fridge for a little bit until it gets a little thicker. Oh, that's good. Let's turn our strawberry cake over. It is cooled off now. We'll just flip it over. Make sure it's right in the middle there. Beautiful. It's a little uneven here, but that's okay. It's still gonna be good. We'll take a little taste of it. Since this side's a little high, no one will ever know after we get the icing on it. Look how pretty that is. Oh my. So moist. That's delicious. Oh my gosh, that is so good. For our strawberry cake, we're just gonna make regular whipped topping icing because that sounds good, because it's gonna be a cold cake. I'm gonna keep it in the refrigerator. And I'm gonna go ahead and just do this whole, I never can remember if this is a quart. We're gonna do this whole quart of heavy cream and get it beat up. And I do not have any powdered sugar. I'm totally out. So I'm gonna have to use regular granulated sugar, which I think is gonna be fine. So let me put a little bit of that in there. I've done it before. So we're gonna do 2 cups of regular sugar since I don't have powdered sugar, but preferably you would wanna use powdered sugar. Starting to thicken up a little bit. Just bump it up just a tad. I'm trying to get it to where it's pretty stiff, just like that. Looks good. All right, well, I added this, a little container of this strawberry glaze that you can get over in the produce section at the grocery store, over by where they have the chocolate and the caramel dip. This is so easy. We just added that right in there, and now we are going to put it on our cake. I just put that in the refrigerator for just a little bit, and it is nice and thick and set up. So now I'm going to ice my chocolate cake first. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. If you want to take like a little sliver off of the edge here, just like that, nobody will ever know, and we'll put icing back on it. There you go. And then just get a little bit of that, just to make sure it's good and all. Ooh. Man, that makes you want to shout. I am no cake decorator for sure, but I'll tell you one thing, that's gonna be good. Now let's do the strawberry. Lots of this left over, but I do have strawberries, so we can use this as a fruit dip. We can put a little marshmallow cream in there and make a fruit dip, or you can just freeze this. So whatever you'd like to do. As usual, I went overboard, but that's okay. They're not the prettiest cakes, but they're gonna be the most delicious. So we're gonna wanna keep this one in the refrigerator. I'm pretty sure that my sister is bringing a store-bought cake, not store-bought, but she had a birthday cake made, and it will be way prettier than these cakes. But you know what? It's so special to have a homemade cake on your birthday, right? So chocolate for Livy, strawberry for Ava. I can't wait for the party. It's gonna be a good time. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And remember to expect something great to happen to you today and make something great happen through you today. We'll see ya.